Good morning everyone. Today we are going to start with our 9th class physics chapter 1, that is measurement and experimentation. As you already have done your first measurement instrument, that is vernier caliper, in your class, now we are going to start with our next instrument for measuring the precise readings is screw gauge. First is we are going to discuss about its construction. In this construction, you are able to see the diagram. According to diagram, it is having the U frame. It is U shape of metal. One stud is here, which is already fixed on the U frame. Screw, which is rotatable. It is starting from here till ratchet. It is having two scales. One is the main scale, which is horizontal. It is similar to the normal scale which you are using in your daily life in mathematics, calculations or measurements also. Secondly, it is having circular scale. Which is having the readings or the values on this thimble. What is thimble now? It is a hollow cylinder on which these readings are marked. The hollow cylinder is known as thimble and the reading which is on it is called circular scale. It is movable. Then comes the last is ratchet. Ratchet is a screw or the part through which we can rotate this screw so that it can join with spindle, stud and spindle. If we are going to place any object in between, it is going to measure the values and we can calculate these values from these two scales, main scale and circular scale. So this is the construction. Now come to its principle. What is the principle of a screw? Before discussing it, the first part is pitch. What is pitch now? Pitch is when we are rotating this stud. Suppose this circular scale is closed and this 0 is going to coincide with the main scale 0, that is the screw, spindle and stud are joined together, then the zeros are coinciding. At that moment, if we rotate this ratchet only one complete rotation, how many readings it is going to move on this main scale is known as pitch. So according to definition, a pitch of a screw is the distance moved along its axis by the screw in one complete rotation of its head. It means जब आप इस ratchet से एक circular rotation complete कर रहे हो तो main scale पर कितनी readings वो scale आगे move किया उसे कहते हैं pitch. According to definition, it is very clear. Now come to least count. What is least count? Normally, if you are using your daily routine life scale, if you are able to see this routine life scale, it is the main scale which is used in this screw gauge. If we want to find the least count of it is, you are able to see the values. First value is 0, next value is 1. So this is marked in millimeters. So from first value 0 to first reading, what value you are able to find, that is its least count. Similarly, if we are able to find the value or the minimum value which we can find from this screw gauge main scale and circular scale, that is known as its least count. So come to the definition. The least count of a screw is the distance moved along the axis by it in rotating the circular scale by one division. If we are rotating one division of this circular scale, you are able to calculate how many divisions or how many minimum readings, that is its least count. So according to formula, least count is pitch. We have found it a circular scale by one division. One division means pitch and the total number of division on circular scale. So let's take one example. If we are having one screw gauge on which its main scale is marked as 1 millimeter in one rotation and it has 100 circular divisions, then our least count is pitch over number of divisions. Pitch is 1 millimeter. Divisions are 100. So the least count of our screw gauge is 0.01 millimeter, or if you want to convert it into centimeters, it will become 0.001 centimeter. So these are the construction, least count and pitch. Now come to the next, that is the zero errors. Zero error is when we bring this spindle close to stud, that is if it is A and if it is B, if we bring this B end in contact with the end A, if zero mark of this main scale and the zero mark of this circular scale are coinciding, then means this body or this instrument having no zero error. But in case if on joining the spindle, that is B end to A, the zero of main scale and circular scale are not coinciding, it means our instrument is not correct. It is having some error. That is known as zero error. Now what is zero? What kind of zero error are there? Basically there are two kinds of zero error. Number one, positive zero error. Number two, negative zero error. What is positive zero error? On bringing the stud and spindle close to each other or bringing end A with end B, the baseline or the main scale 0 is not coinciding with the circular scale. It is below the baseline. The baseline, or you can say the circular scale 0 is below the baseline. This is baseline. It is below the baseline. Then we call it as positive zero error. Second condition, if the circular scale 0 is above the baseline, that is known as negative zero error. So we are having two kind of zero errors. One is positive, second is negative. Positive occurs when 0 of circular scale is below the baseline. This 0 is below this baseline. Secondly, if it is above the baseline, then we call it as negative zero error. So it disturbs are the readings which we have already calculated with the help of screw gauge, that readings are going to be disturbed. Now our next is how to measure the value of any instrument or any diameter through the screw gauge. So let's take one example of measurement of diameter of a wire with a screw gauge. What are the various steps which are included in this procedure is, first is you must find the least count of the given instrument. Secondly, you should find the zero error also. It means you should find the least count and zero error. Then after finding these two values, you must fix the object in the instrument. After fixing, what you will see, your circular scale has been moved. Means you have first reading. Note the main scale. How we are going to note this main scale reading now? For example, if you have put this pen or the diameter or the wire instead in between the spindle and the stud, how you are going to get the value? You are going to rotate this screw. As you are going to rotate this screw through the ratchet, this reading is going to open. So the minimum value or the last value which you are able to see on this main scale is the main scale reading. So you can note it down in our third step. Then comes the next is note the circular scale division which is coinciding with the baseline. It means come again to the diagram. Which reading? If it is 0 over here, then count the value which is coinciding with the baseline. if it is 7th line, 9th line, 20th line, 22nd line, or any line which is coinciding with the baseline, you have to calculate this line. After calculating, you should multiply this baseline or circular scale division, that is we marked it as a P, with least count. You will get the circular scale reading. Come again. What is circular scale reading? You should note down the circular scale division which is coinciding with the baseline. Then multiply that circular scale division with least count. You will get circular scale reading. Now you have two readings. One main scale reading, other circular scale reading. Add these two readings. That is your observed diameter of the given wire. But if your instrument is having any zero error, which we have already calculated in the beginning, then the actual diameter is observed diameter minus zero error. If your zero error is positive, then you suppose it is positive, means positive 7, 0.07. You should write it as with minus sign. If it is negative, then put it minus 0.07. So this will be with sign. It automatically change when the bracket is going to open. So actual diameter is observed diameter and minus zero error of your given instrument. Now come to the last topic, that is backlash error. What is this error now? When we are going to rotate this ratchet, sometime what happens, in continuous rotation of this ratchet in one direction, ratchet is going to rotate, but this spindle does not rotate. It means your screw is not moving in forward direction to join with stud. What will happen then? Rotating of ratchet leads to rotation of this circular scale in forward direction, but your screw is not moving, which lead to the incorrect reading noted through this main scale or circular scale reading. This is known as backlash error. So if we want to have the definition is sometime due to the wear and tear of the thread which is passing through this thread of the screw, is observed that after rotating the thimble, readings are not moving in forward direction, which leads to backlash error. How to avoid this? It occurs only when we continuously moving this ratchet in one direction and quickly turn back into other. If we want to avoid this backlash error, we should move the rotation of ratchet in one. If we want to rotate in backward direction, wait for few minutes or seconds, then rotate in opposite direction. The screw will continuously move and you can avoid this backlash error. So this was the last topic of the screw gauge. So in this topic we have studied about the construction, the least count, the principle, how to measure the value through using screw gauge, and the last, the backlash error. The backlash error is an important question which mostly come in our exams. So with this we finish our topic screw gauge.